Life is not a series of random events, but a divine curriculum carefully designed to prepare you for greatness. Often we ask for blessings, but do we understand the tests that come before them? God, in his infinite wisdom, uses challenges not to break us, but to shape us into the person worthy of the blessings we seek. Today, I'll share with you 3 harsh tests that God uses to prepare you for great blessings. These tests are not punishments, they are sacred opportunities for transformation. And if you recognize them for what they truly are, you will rise above every trial, knowing that your destiny is secure. The test of faith, walking by vision, not by sight. In the journey toward greatness, one of the most significant tests you will face is the test of faith. This is the moment when your inner vision clashes with the reality of your circumstances. When everything around you seems to contradict the dreams in your heart, God asks, will you still believe? This test is not about what you can see with your eyes, but about what you can imagine and hold firmly in your heart. In life, things often don't look the way we expect them to. We encounter setbacks, delays, and even failures, and the evidence seems to scream, this is not going to happen. But what if I told you that this is precisely where your faith is being tested? When your outer reality does not reflect your desires, can you still believe? This is the true essence of faith. The ability to remain anchored in what you know to be true, despite what your senses are telling you. You may ask, how can I believe when everything around me is telling me otherwise? The answer lies in understanding the power of imagination. God created us with the ability to visualize our desires in the mind's eye before they manifest in the physical world. This is why Neville Goddard, a profound teacher of imagination and faith, emphasized that imagination is the key to creating our reality. What you imagine and feel as real in your heart, regardless of current circumstances, is the beginning of your manifestation. It is easy to walk by faith when everything is going well, when the doors are opening, when the finances are flowing, and when the relationships are thriving. It's simple to say, I believe. But the true test comes when you are faced with opposition, when your dreams seem far out of reach, and the evidence in the material world suggests that your desires are impossible. Do you still walk by faith? Faith is not the absence of doubt, but the decision to trust in what you cannot yet see. When God places a desire in your heart, he does not always give you the blueprint for how it will unfold. Instead, he asks you to trust him and believe in the unseen. Faith, then, is a muscle that must be exercised in the face of doubt. It's about refusing to be swayed by the limitations of your current circumstances and choosing to hold fast to your vision. At times, you may feel as though your faith is being tested beyond what you can bear, but this is precisely when your breakthrough is on the other side. God is not punishing you by testing your faith. He is building the strength you will need to handle the blessings that are coming, the strength to walk in your calling, the wisdom to steward the abundance, and the resilience to handle the challenges that come with it. You see, the true power of faith lies in your ability to believe in the unseen. When you hold onto your vision with unwavering certainty, you are tapping into the creative power of the universe. The more you stay aligned with the truth of what you desire, the more it becomes a part of your reality. Your faith in what you cannot yet see will eventually cause the material world to shift and bring forth the circumstances that will support your vision. However, it is crucial to understand that walking by faith does not mean passivity. It doesn't mean waiting for something to happen while sitting idle. Faith is active. It is the catalyst that propels you into inspired action. When you walk by faith, you are guided by a deep inner knowing, a feeling of certainty that propels you to take steps that align with your vision. You might not know how things will unfold, but you trust that the universe will guide you to the right place at the right time with the right people. The test of faith is not about waiting for your circumstances to change before you believe. It's about believing in order to see. Faith is not simply believing that something will happen in the future. It is acting as if it has already happened. You walk in the assumption that the desire is already fulfilled and trust that everything you need will be provided. In this moment of testing, remember that God is asking you to step out of the realm of what is visible and walk in the realm of what is possible through faith. The moment you do this, you are no longer bound by the limitations of your current reality. You step into the realm of creation where anything is possible. And as you walk by faith, you will find that the universe begins to align itself with your vision. Doors that were once closed will open, and opportunities you never imagined will appear. But all of this begins with a choice to believe, even when reason and sight say otherwise. The test of patience, trusting in divine timing. Patience is often misunderstood. It is not about waiting without action, nor is it merely about tolerating delays. True patience is the ability to trust in the timing of the universe, to surrender to the divine rhythm of life, even when it feels like everything is moving slower than you would like. This test is one of the most difficult because it requires a deep level of faith and trust. Faith in the face of challenges, delays, and unanswered prayers. You are being asked to believe that God's timing is perfect, even when your human understanding struggles to see it. In a world that demands instant gratification, patience is a rare and precious virtue. You might find yourself frustrated, wondering why your desires have not manifested yet. Maybe you've done all the right things, prayed, visualized, and taken inspired action, but nothing seems to change. This is precisely when your patience is being tested. It's easy to believe in your dreams when everything seems to fall into place quickly. But the real test comes when things are not unfolding according to your timeline. In this test, God is asking you to trust that there is a greater plan at work. While you may not understand the reasons behind the delays or the struggles you are experiencing, you must know that they are preparing you for the blessings that are about to come. God's delays are not denials. They are simply opportunities for you to grow, to become stronger, and to be shaped into the person who is ready for the abundant life that awaits you. Think of a seed planted in the soil. The seed does not sprout overnight. It must first endure a period of darkness, underground, where no one can see its growth. During this time, the seed is developing roots, preparing itself for the moment when it will break through the surface and reach the light. If the seed were to be pulled up prematurely, it would not be strong enough to survive the elements or bear fruit. Similarly, you are being prepared for your blessings. The delays you experience are not a sign of failure or lack of progress. They are a necessary part of your growth. This test of patience is an invitation to release control and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. We often try to rush God's timing, pushing and forcing things to happen because we feel the pressure of time. But God works outside of time. His plan is perfect, and his timing is always right. There is a divine order to everything, and sometimes what you perceive as a delay is actually a gift. It is in this waiting period that you are given the opportunity to refine your character, to build inner strength, and to align your desires with your true purpose. Imagine a time in your life when you felt certain that things were taking too long. Maybe you waited for a promotion, for a relationship to manifest, or for your dreams to come true. In the midst of that waiting, you may have felt discouraged or impatient. But what if you had understood that the wait was necessary? What if the patience you exercised during that period of uncertainty was the very thing that prepared you to receive your blessing with open arms? Because in hindsight, you may realize that the delay allowed you to grow in ways you couldn't have if you had received what you wanted too soon. Patience, at its core, is the ability to trust in divine timing. It is knowing that everything is coming together for your highest good, even when you cannot yet see how. In those moments of waiting, God is shaping your destiny. He is preparing you not just for the blessings, but for the responsibility that comes with them. Often we are not ready to receive our desires until we have developed the maturity, wisdom, and resilience to handle them. The waiting time is the space in which you are being equipped with the tools necessary for the life you are about to step into. The test of patience also teaches you to appreciate the journey rather than focusing solely on the destination. It invites you to find joy in the process of becoming rather than in the final outcome. When you trust in divine timing, you shift your perspective from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. You begin to understand that everything you need is already on its way to you, and that this period of waiting is merely the precursor to the manifestation of your desires at your best. As you navigate this test of patience, remember that it is not about sitting idly by, waiting for something to happen. True patience is about continuing to move forward with faith, knowing that every step you take is part of the divine plan. Keep believing, keep moving, and keep trusting that the right things will happen at the right time. The delay is not a sign that your dreams are slipping away. It is the universe aligning everything in perfect order, preparing you for the blessings that will soon be yours. The test of surrender, releasing control to the higher power. Surrender is often misunderstood as giving up or accepting defeat. But in truth, surrender is one of the most powerful acts of faith. It is the act of releasing control and trusting that a higher power has a plan for your life that is far greater than anything you could orchestrate on your own. The test of surrender is not an easy one. It challenges your deepest desires for control and invites you to let go of the need to micromanage every detail of your journey. In this test, God asks you to trust in His plan even when you do not fully understand it, and to believe that He is leading you towards something greater than what you can see with your current perspective. Life has a way of presenting us with situations that are beyond our control. You may have experienced a time when things seem to fall apart despite your best efforts. Maybe a job opportunity slipped through your fingers, a relationship ended, or a dream you worked tirelessly for didn't manifest. In those moments, it's easy to feel as though you've lost control and to panic. But in those moments, God is testing your willingness to surrender. When life presents you with the unexpected, you are being asked to trust that the universe has a better plan in store for you. The act of surrender is not about passivity. It is an active choice to release the illusion of control and open yourself up to the possibilities that God has already set in motion for you. This test challenges your ego, which thrives on control, and invites you to trust in the wisdom of a higher intelligence. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you have to make everything happen. We live in a world that values action, determination, and self-reliance. And it can feel uncomfortable to let go and allow something greater than yourself to take the lead. But true surrender is not weakness, it is strength. It requires you to acknowledge that you do not have all the answers, and that's okay. Imagine that you are the captain of a ship navigating through turbulent waters. You've done everything you can to steer the ship, but no matter how hard you try, the waves keep pushing you off course. The harder you fight the waves, the more exhausting and futile the battle becomes. But what if, instead of struggling, you surrendered to the flow of the water? What if you allowed the currents to guide you instead of trying to control them? This is what surrender looks like in your life. It is a recognition that there are forces beyond your control, and that fighting them only drains your energy. When you surrender, you allow yourself to be guided toward the right opportunities, people, and situations without forcing anything to happen. Surrender also involves letting go of your attachment to the outcome. Often, we hold on so tightly to our desires, envisioning exactly how we want them to unfold, that we prevent ourselves from seeing other possibilities that might be even more fulfilling. God, in His infinite wisdom, knows what is best for you. The universe works in mysterious ways, and sometimes what we think we want is not what we truly need. Let you and I, and everyone else from realizing their truth, every ounce from ourselves. The test of surrender invites you to release your attachment to specific outcomes and trust that whatever happens is part of the divine plan. This test may feel like you are being stripped of your security, and in some ways that's exactly what is happening. You are being asked to release the need for certainty and to embrace the unknown. In doing so, you make space for miracles to occur. Surrender does not mean passivity or resignation. It means aligning your will with the divine will, knowing that when you trust the process, the universe will conspire to bring your dreams into reality. When you surrender, you create space for something greater than yourself to work through you. You stop trying to force your desires into existence and instead allow them to unfold naturally, in alignment with divine timing. The beauty of surrender is that it allows you to be fully present in the moment rather than obsessing over what could be or what should have been. It frees you from the burden of constant striving and opens you to the flow of life. Penendo. But surrender doesn't happen overnight. It is a process of letting go, one step at a time. Each time you release a bit more control, you strengthen your ability to trust in the divine plan. With each act of surrender, you become more aligned with the flow of the universe, and you will begin to see the pieces of your life coming together in ways you never imagined. The more you trust and surrender, the more you will experience the beauty of life unfolding in its perfect timing. So in this test, God is not asking you to give up your dreams, but to trust that He will guide you toward them in the most perfect and harmonious way. When you surrender, you allow space for miracles, for opportunities that you never could have planned, and for a deeper connection to your true purpose. It is through surrender that you step into the fullness of your power, not by forcing things to happen, but by trusting that the universe is working in your favor and that everything is unfolding as it should. The test of gratitude, cultivating a heart of appreciation. Gratitude is more than just a feeling. It is a powerful force that transforms your life. The test of gratitude challenges you to remain thankful, not just when things are going well, but especially when you are in the midst of trials and challenges. In moments of hardship, when it seems like everything is falling apart, God is testing your ability to give thanks for what you have. This test is about shifting your focus from what you lack to what you have, and understanding that everything, even the struggles, serves a greater purpose in your life. It is easy to express gratitude when life is smooth, when you are experiencing success, when your relationships are flourishing, and when everything is aligned. It feels natural to say thank you for the blessings that surround you. But what happens when things are not going according to plan? When your dreams seem distant, your circumstances difficult, and your faith is being tested? This is where the true power of gratitude lies. It's in these moments of struggle, though, that your capacity for appreciation is truly tested. The test of gratitude invites you to look at every situation, no matter how challenging, with the eyes of a grateful heart. It asks you to recognize that every experience, every obstacle, and every delay is part of the process of growth and transformation. You may not always see the lesson in the moment, but in hindsight, you will realize that everything served to shape you into the person you are becoming. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to greater abundance. The more you cultivate a heart of appreciation, the more you attract positive energy into your life. When you are grateful for the small things, the universe responds by giving you more to be thankful for. This test requires you to embrace an attitude of abundance rather than scarcity. When you focus on what you don't have, you create a vibration of lack. But when you focus on what you do have, no matter how small, you begin to shift your energy toward abundance. This shift is incredibly powerful because it transforms your perspective. Instead of feeling defeated by what's missing, you feel empowered by what is already present in your life. The gratitude shifts your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance, opening you up to receive more blessings. The test of gratitude also teaches you to honor the present moment. We often spend so much time looking ahead to the future, planning and wishing for things to change, that we forget to appreciate where we are right now. The present moment is a gift, and the more you can find things to be grateful for in this very moment, the more you align yourself with the flow of life. Gratitude shifts your attention away from what is wrong to what is right. It encourages you to see the beauty in the mundane, to find joy in the simple things, and to appreciate the blessings that are already in your life. When you are in the midst of hardship, gratitude may not come easily, but that is precisely why it is so important. In those moments of darkness, gratitude is the light that guides you through. Even in your lowest moments, there is always something to be thankful for. Perhaps it is your health, your family, or the lessons you are learning. Maybe it is the ability to breathe, to walk, or to have a roof over your head. No matter how difficult life may seem, there is always something that you can appreciate. Gratitude also shifts your energy, making you more receptive to receiving blessings. When you give thanks for what you have, you align yourself with the energy of abundance, and the universe responds by bringing more into your life. It's as though the universe is saying, "You are ready for more, and you appreciate what you have, so I will give you more." When you express gratitude, you open up a channel through which blessings can flow. Gratitude magnetizes abundance to you, as it signals to the universe that you are prepared to receive more. This test of gratitude is also about letting go of entitlement. It's about acknowledging that every blessing, no matter how small, is a gift. When you take time to thank God for what you have, you are acknowledging that you are not entitled to anything, but are deeply grateful for the gifts that have already been given to you. Gratitude allows you to release feelings of frustration or resentment and opens the door to greater. It helps you to see that everything you have is a divine blessing, and that is reason enough to be thankful. As you pass through this test, you begin to see the power of gratitude in transforming not only your circumstances, but also your heart. Gratitude shifts your energy, uplifts your spirit, and attracts more blessings into your life. It opens your eyes to the abundance that surrounds you and helps you to realize that even in the darkest moments, You are already rich in many ways. Let deal upon me. Hope let it continue to shine as our minds, spirits, and souls will not surrender them to despair. The test of gratitude challenges you to be thankful for everything in your life, knowing that each experience, no matter how challenging, is an essential part of the journey toward your blessings. Remember, when you are grateful, you are aligning yourself with the divine flow of the universe. You are saying, I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, and I am open to receiving even more. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a way of living, a way of seeing the world, and a key to unlocking the abundance that is your birthright. The test of persistence, never giving up, even when you feel like quitting. Persistence is the quiet strength that keeps you moving forward when the road ahead is unclear, when the challenges seem insurmountable, and when everything inside you wants to stop. The test of persistence is one of the most profound and character-building trials you will face in your journey to greatness. It demands that you continue in the face of adversity, to keep believing even when the evidence is against you, and to push forward when every part of your being is telling you to give up. It is in these moments of difficulty that your true potential is often revealed. At times, life will present you with obstacles that seem too large to overcome. You may have set out on a path full of hope and excitement, only to encounter roadblocks that leave you feeling disheartened. The dreams you once held so dearly may seem far out of reach, and you might begin to question whether it's worth continuing. But this is where the test of persistence comes in. It is easy to stay committed when everything is going well, when progress is visible and your efforts are yielding results. However, the true test lies in those moments when progress feels stagnant, when the journey is long and the end seems distant. Persistence is not about being unaffected by failure. It is about continuing to move forward despite the setbacks. It is the ability to rise each time you fall, to face challenges head on and keep going even when you can't yet see the results of your hard work. In those moments when the end goal seems too far away, persistence is the belief that every effort you put in is moving you one step closer, even if you can't see the progress in the moment. It is the understanding that success is not linear and that the greatest breakthroughs often come just when you are on the verge of giving up. The test of persistence asks you to trust in the process, even when it feels like nothing is happening. When you feel like quitting, you are being asked to tap into the deeper part of your being that knows that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. Every setback is a lesson in resilience. The journey to greatness is not a sprint, but a marathon, and persistence is the muscle that keeps you going even when the race feels endless. It is the belief that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Consider a time in your life when you wanted to give up on something important to you. Maybe it was a goal that seemed impossible, a dream that felt out of reach, or a challenge that left you feeling drained. In those moments, persistence is the ability to keep going even when everything inside you is urging you to stop. It is the decision to take one more step, even when this is where growth happens. This is where transformation takes place. Persistence is not about forcing things to happen, but about continuing to show up. It is about taking action, no matter how small, even when it seems insignificant. Every effort you put in, no matter how minor it seems, is part of the bigger picture. Over time, these small actions compound and create momentum. What seems like a series of insignificant steps will eventually lead you to your destination. The test of persistence asks you to stay committed to your vision, even when the rewards seem far off. When you persist through difficulty, you develop a deeper sense of confidence in yourself. You learn that you are capable of more than you thought possible. You begin to see that you have the strength to endure, to overcome, and to thrive. It is in the moments of difficulty that your character is forged. Each time you face an obstacle and choose to continue, you become stronger. Your ability to handle adversity increases, and your faith in yourself deepens.